much for Akademiks, and check it out. Now, one thing in the music industry is that if you study history, a lot of times you could predict the future. The reason why is that things happen in cycles. You see the same shit happen over there, it then happens over there, and certain events usually trigger other things. For example, okay, Lear Cohen announces that he's leaving 300 Entertainment at the end of the year. He is going to work at YouTube. He's going to be the global music head, and he's going to lead the whole department and helping YouTube to really get a hold of managing music and artists, right? So if he's leaving 300 Entertainment, even though he owns it or owns the majority of it, obviously the direction and the day-to-day of how 300 is moving forward will change. For example, one of Lear Cohen's big priorities is to get Young Thug to pop. Okay, now if basically Lear Cohen isn't there anymore, maybe the new people who come in, who's going to, of course, want their own staff, going to want to have their own infrastructure, their own vision, their own plans that they can manifest and hopefully succeed, it's probably not going to be in line with what Lear Cohen had, right? So Young Thug might not get that same push. Now, it's the same thing for other artists on the label, and think about it. Most of the people signed to 300 is because of Lear Cohen. So if they're having a shift at the head, you could tell that some artists are about to get ignored. Now, this happened before. Look at Interscope. When Jimmy Iovine left Interscope and did the Apple move with Dr. Dre, believe me, nothing was the same. Actually, as soon as Beats by Dre started popping off, nothing was the same because they started focusing their energy on elsewhere. The artists didn't matter as much, and as soon as they left, people like, and I could take the most recent example, Chief Keef, he felt disenfranchised because the new people were saying, why the fuck do we have Chief Keef on our roster? We don't give two fucks about him. Because they didn't believe in him initially, and also they didn't sign him, or they weren't involved in signing him at the peak of his buzz, so they didn't even understand what he was, right? Now, I say all that to say, Quavo from the Migos is now calling out 300 Entertainment, all right? He's calling them out because he feels like they aren't pushing the album or mixtape that they're trying to get out, okay? We all know Quavo, he signed a deal with Good Music. It's a management deal, supposedly.
New York City. New York City. New York City. Y'all listen up. Before we go further, I gotta bring my Atlanta brothers back up to the front, because they also signed to Good Music Management. Migos! Where's that version? Good right there.
Yo, Kanye, stop me, bro!
Oh, what's up? Yeah! The future.
But it's not going to affect his situations with 300 Entertainment. However, they still are going to rely on 300 Entertainment to put out some records, right? Put out records, put out mixtapes, whatever. Now, he's calling out 300 Entertainment because he's saying, yo, you're making the fans, and I'm reading the tweet verbatim, he says, you're making the fans angry. They ready for culture. Comment if you're tired of waiting. Real talk. Now, we've seen where the Migos have kind of put the blame on the label before when they were asked about Migo Thug. And actually, I think that was Thug. Basically, they were like, yo, Lear said no. Lear Cohen said no. So Lear Cohen was the guy really calling the shots, but as he prepares to leave in the next 2 months, he's out of there in 2 months. So you can imagine he's probably not making the decisions at this point because he's about to leave. He's packing up, right? So now Quavo, he's kind of getting frustrated. He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He's trying to get the album out because, of course, he's been doing a solo thing, but he's still a part of the group Migos, and they're trying to get this project out, but 300 Entertainment probably is like, yo, man, relax. And again, if something doesn't come out between now and the beginning of December, trust me, nothing is coming out until February or March because the entire record industry, they shut down from like around Christmas to go into like the entire January. All right, so nothing's going to come out then, and obviously Quavo feels a little frustrated, but of course that's what happens when you see there's going to be a shift at what's going on at 300 Entertainment. And also you got to think about this as well. they don't have no huge ass budget like a regular record label, like a Epic or like a Def Jam, to just throw money all over the place and hope it comes back. They have to be really shrewd, really smart with the money they have, and that's why they founded the company 300. It's in their motto. So they have to try to get the most out of a dollar, and they can't just put their resources in every artist hoping that one succeeds. So they focus on one at a time, and unfortunately, if it's not the Migos' time right now, they ain't gonna get that push. So they just gotta wait. They gotta wait. This is what y'all signed up for. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all not on a major. Y'all on the indie major because they don't have the money like a real major. However, they do have a lot of connects like they are major. Okay? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. Quavo, he's a little bit mad at 300 Entertainment, but we do know the head of 300 Entertainment, he's already 1 foot out the door. He's headed to YouTube. Okay? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to Akademiks. I'm out.